Oh, man.
So weird. All right, let me just, before we get off the Oscars, let me play the Matthew McConaughey audio.
That's great.
Because as somebody, who was it that said, when did he turn into Joel Osteen?
Yeah,
he was
kind of interesting.
Yeah, really interesting.
Here's a little bit of that.
There's a few things, about 3 things to my account that I need each day. One of them is something to look up to, another is something to look forward to, and another is someone to chase. Now, first off, I want to thank God, because that's who I look up to. He's graced my life with opportunities.
Stop. Listen to, well, thank God. They're like,
wait,
who is
did
that?
he say God? And then they're like,
Did he say Todd? Is it Todd?
Yeah, no, I think they were like, what agency is he with? Who is this God person?
Sad.
It really is.
That's Hollywood.
Yeah, listen,
I know.
they don't even applaud.
Yeah, no, they don't.
They just don't applaud
oh.
at the very beginning. They're like, God, I don't. Okay, that's
What does he mean by that?
He's making me uncomfortable right now.
Is he mocking the Tea Party? Because I'm going to clap for that. Is that what he's trying to do?
I think this is a parody.
Okay.
Everybody clap.
Or not of my hand or any other human hand. He has shown me that it's a scientific fact that gratitude reciprocates. In the words of the late Charlie Lawton, who said, when you got God, you got a friend, and that friend is you.
It's like 3 people
to my
yelling
family.
about
No, the
that.
people on the
That's
peanut
who
gallery.
and what I look forward to. To my father, who I know is up there right now with a big pot of gumbo. He's got a lemon meringue pie over there. He's probably in his underwear, and he's got a cold can of Miller Lite, and he's dancing right now. To you, Dad, you taught me what it means to be a man. To my mother, who's here tonight, who taught me and my 2 older brothers, demanded that we respect ourselves. And what we in turn learned was then we were better able to respect others. Thank you for that, Mama. To my wife, Camilla, and my kids, Levi, Peter, and Mr. Stone, the courage and significance you give me every day I go out the door is unparalleled. You are the 4 people in my life that I want to make the most proud of me. Thank you. And to my hero, that's who I chase. Now, when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I come back 2 weeks later. This person comes up and says, who's your hero? I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. No. She said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero's always 10 years away. I'm never going to be my hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing.
I love this guy.
That's great.
I absolutely love this guy.
Fantastic.
It's great.
Where has he been hiding?
I know. And here's a guy who like
Texas.
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 I was going to, you know who he sounds like? I almost said, you know who he sounds like? He sounds like Marcus Luttrell.
Yeah.
That's every Texan and every Navy SEAL I've ever talked to from Texas.
Now, I saw Wolf of Wall Street, in which he was in as well, and
Yeah.
was an incredible actor. I would not have guessed that this guy was going to make a speech about God in this year's Oscars after watching his performance.
He's a good actor.
He's real, that's it. He's just a really good actor.
You better hope that God watches the Oscars.